Yeah. So as you can see from this painting, hopefully, the nose. This is the video I've done before, where you can actually see me painting this. I just use my fingers and not a brush. And the nose of my son on the left, which is what I was doing the painting of with just my fingers. You can see how the nose. Well, I don't know if you know this, but I'll just tell you that the nose, the profile of the nose of my son, is here. If you look sideways at my son, then this is the shape. Yeah, but that's if the face is facing this way. Yes. Okay. So that's actually the profile, yes? It's like a ski jump, I think it's called a ski jump nose. That's the profile of my son. The front of the nose is not like that. So why does it sort of work? Because it looks just like my son, in my opinion, even though that's the profile of the nose, and yes, it's the front of the nose. Well, I would suggest that it's I think that it's the kind of, I did it by there's a reference to Picasso's work that you can make. Picasso, if you look at some of his works, he does the nose and the eyes and the ear and the whole of the face in profile on the image, on the face which he is doing, which he has positioned facing you, so that you get an idea of the 3D nature of the face. So it's kind of a cubist idea. Braque was also the founder of Cubism along with Picasso, and this is what can be achieved if you're able to do it. But it would not work if you can imagine one of my other sons, or here and here. These are not done in the same style as this, which is a freer sort of style. This is more realistic in a sense. Yes, it's done, of course, with paintbrush, not with a finger. There's nothing to do with whether it's done with a finger or not. Let's imagine it's done with a paintbrush. The point is that because it's done in a sort of what's the word? In a way which is not naturalistic or realistic or photographic. Because of that, you can sort of get it's okay. It works to have the Picasso, as it were, or the cubist effect of the profile of the nose on the frontal sort of image of the face. So as I say, that would not work. Having John's nose, the profile of John's nose on that kind of a face, or this son's nose, or having the profile of the nose on that face, or his profile nose on that face, would not work. It would look incredibly odd. But because this is a more free-flowing style, it's like a kind of impressionistic sort of style. If you want to use that word, then that does work. Okay. So that's what I have to say about how Picasso and I mean I'm just thinking of Picasso and not Braque, but the other founder of Cubism, but Picasso, specifically Picasso's late works, where he does. So it's not really. It's moving out of Cubism, of course. So yeah, I'm wrong to say Cubism. It's not. But it's kind of linked to Cubism, which he was the founder of, but he moved on from there. So I'm talking about Picasso's late works. For example, his portrait of, I think her name is Dora Maar, if I'm right in saying that. Those sorts of portraits, they look quite abstract, and abstract in the sense of body parts being rotated in order to give the 3D effect. And also, I've mentioned before how Matisse mentioned the elongation of the face, or the face, in order to give an idea of the height of a tall person. And that's also in the neck here, where it's a thinner neck than he actually has, but that gives an idea of his height, and because that thin neck gives an idea. The general effect is you have a better idea of him being a tall boy, which he is, and that's an idea which I have heard from Matisse. Okay, so but that nose is what I wanted to talk about in this video, and how you can get the profile of the nose on the frontal portrait in order to give that idea of what the full head is like, the sort of 3D effect, which I think is what Picasso was trying to achieve in his late works. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you next